G'day, human Latiosites! So this is Latios Azuro, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Shuffle. So, let's begin. Last time, we had some special stages to do. This time we actually have some brand new content once again. In fact, we got quite a bit. We actually got new main stages, a new expert stage, and a new safari. Also, the Beedrill special stage is back because there's a Mega Beedrill competition going on next week. And we have Zygarde Complete Form is back, but this time it's also dropping skill boosters, so either it's going to be skill boosting up your Power 5 Plus, or if you skill swap, it'll boost up your Block Smash Plus. I mean, I don't really see the need for Zygarde Complete all that much in the long run, so I'm probably not going to be doing too much with that. Dialga is back with skill boosters and all, but at the same time, it's kind of, I mean, it's good to get, but it has a low drop rate, I'm pretty sure, if it's anything like the last time. So here we have the new area, Graucus Hall, which we got a little peek at a while back when the big update happened in Shuffle, which, that was kind of cool, but here it actually is the real Graucus Hall. So, in this safari, there are Pokemon like Apom, Ambipom, Sewaddle, Swadloon, Leavanny, and the Winking Cottony and Whimsicott. I think it's kind of weird that Cottony and Whimsicott got winking sprites of all Pokemon. It's kind of interesting. So I actually, in the Safari, used Lugia and Talonflame because I want to cover my bases with either the Eject Plus or the blocks, especially with the blocks. Lugia is pretty strong. I guess Reshiram is definitely another good option for it. I don't know. I do apologize for being a little bit late with, recording and uploading this. I do apologize, I don't like post-commentating stuff, but due to a variety of reasons, I was not able to do this, with live commentary, nor on the first day. Although I did luckily find most of the Pokemon on the first day. Actually, I found all of them on the first day. But with 3 moves left, we are going to beat Leavanny. Beat Sewaddle. Sewaddle is the easiest. They're all pretty easy. They're just safari stages. Nothing too complicated about them. Sewaddle is pretty common, really easy, very good for combos. You can easily get a combo over 100 from this stage. It's not too bad. S-ranking, it's no problem. Although there's no reason to S-rank. It has an attack power of 50, the bug typing, and the ability counterattack. So with that, we actually S-rank captured Sewaddle. I don't actually S-rank all of these stages, but I'm not really too concerned about them. I'd rather, you know, catch them. So the next thing, the second heart that I'm going to be spending is actually going to be the Winking Whimsicott. It's just bizarre luck. It takes me forever to find these rare ones, but somehow, by some miracle, it actually happened. Of course, I don't have Reshiram, which would have been really nice for this stage. But, you know, sometimes you just gotta make do with what you have. So pretty much the big thing you want to do is you want to get rid of the 2 barriers at the top. Ejecting out the Whimsicott wouldn't be bad, but sometimes you just don't have the best luck. Now, I kind of misplayed there. Probably should have gone for the Talonflame at the top left to get rid of that, but live and learn. Now, what's funny enough, the Whimsicott is going to eject itself out, which is, I guess, good and bad. So right there I'm going to go for the Gengar, which is going to actually bring in the Talonflame, which is going to get rid of the barriers at the top. So at this point, I am in a pretty good condition to actually just win at this point. So it's going to combo into the Gengar, so now I can just get a nice combo, which is going to be mostly Lugia and Talonflame. And that's just going to give us the victory. So the big thing you want to do is just get rid of the barriers at the top. Now, unfortunately, Whimsicott doesn't have the best catchability ever, so there is that. Now, the Winking Cottony isn't nearly as rare as the Winking Whimsicott. I happen to have lucked out and found the Winking Whimsicott before anything other than Soatl, but that's not always gonna be the case. I mean, even with that Whimsicott, I was able to, with a Talonflame on the board, get a combo of 91 right there. Not that 123 combo yet, still haven't done that, but, you know, maybe one of these days. Who knows? RNG may be with us, might not be. Who knows? 32% catchability, it's gonna break out. But I'm gonna go for Great Ball because this thing is pretty rare, and I don't feel like letting it get away. So with that, with a single Great Ball, we are going to be catching the Winking Whimsicott. Only an A rank capture. I didn't do that great. What are you going to do? It has attack power of 60, the grass typing, and the ability Eject. Plus, with that, we have captured Whimsicott. The winking one, that is. I don't know what the deal is with all the winking Pokemon in this game. So far, it's just been Pikachu, Raichu, and the Cottony line, but I don't really see the point. So, the next new Pokemon I'm actually going to find is miraculously going to be Leavanny. Within the first 5 hearts, I found both Whimsicott and Leavanny. I don't know how. Just bizarre luck. Unfortunately, once again, I don't have Reshiram, and I do have Lugia, which could somehow accidentally eject out the coins. This stage does have quite a few coins. But if it's the first time you're going after it, I highly recommend don't go for the coins. You're better off catching it. It's pretty rare, and you're better off just grinding for coins with Meowth. Because, I mean, you're better off catching it. And the more moves you make, the more likely it is to add more coins, but at the same time, the more moves left, the better the catchability. So, I mean, it's good and bad, but at the same time, you're better off catching it than getting the coins. As tempting as the coins are, I am actually going to go for the coins right there, mostly because I wanted to get a combo. I just didn't get the best luck with the combo there. I was hoping to combo into the Gengar, didn't quite work out for me. But I am going to get a few coins in there, and I'm just... combo-wise, I just wasn't lucking out. But at least I did defeat the Leavanny, even though I think it's if you have like 5 moves left, you can like get a guaranteed capture and a Great Ball. But it has a decent catchability, which is very nice when you consider the fact that it is pretty rare. 32% still isn't too bad for a Pokeball. It is going to break out, of course, but it's going to bring up to 64%, so I'm going to go for the Great Ball, because once again, it's one of the first things I find. I don't know if I'm going to find one again. I'd rather just go for it. So I'm going to catch it in a Great Ball. So, once again, A rank, but what are you going to do? We did get 700 coins back, so that helps pay for the Great Ball. But as an attack power of 70, the bug typing, and the ability Block Smash Plus, with that we have captured Leavanny. Which is not too bad. It's a base 70 Block Smash Pluser. Really not bad. And I'm also going to get a residual heart thanks to Le Street Pass. Of course, I am going to need more hearts, so it's going to take a little time. So let's fast forward a few hours. And go back to the special stages. Abracadabra, there's 5 hearts. Okay, let's move on. So the next thing I'm actually going to be finding in the Safari is going to be the Ambipom. Which is kind of interesting. I'm finding some of the rarer Pokemon pretty early on. So this thing is going to add more Ambipom, so definitely Lugia and Talonflame will do well in this stage. Mostly the Talonflame, though. I mean, the Ambipom can be an issue. The thing is, you'd obviously be better off bringing fighting types type effectively. And Gengar isn't going to do much damage. The only thing it can do is just get combo potential off for you. So the best case scenario here is for Talonflame just get rid of blocks so you can get better combos. So, this stage is, it has its difficulties, but still possible. So, I could have gone for the move it suggested to get rid of some of the Ambipom, hopefully, and also combo into the Gengar, but I figured it was more important to get rid of some of those blocks for a combo, which didn't turn out to be a bad move, so hey. Of course, that was RNG based with being able to get the block smash off. And then from there, I'm just going to miss it by like a sliver of health, which that seems to happen a lot to me for whatever reason. Either way, we are going to take the thing down without too much difficulty. We are only going to have 3 moves left, but still, it's not horrible. At least we're not going to get the minimal catch ability. The Pokemon in this Safari, other than Leavanny, don't really have that great of catch abilities, but they're possible. They're not, like, horrible. So there's that. I don't know, 31% for a Pokeball. Not the best odds at all, so it's going to break out. It's going to bring up the 62% in the Great Ball. I'm going to go for the Great Ball because, honestly, I just want to catch this thing, and I'm okay with spending quality time with Meowth if it means I don't have to worry about the Safari anymore. So with that, we are actually going to catch the Ambipom. I would much rather go coin grinding than Safari hunting. But with that is an attack power of 60, the ability Shock Attack, and the normal type. With that, we have captured Ambipom, which is pretty much the final form Pokemon in this Safari. Now we just need some of the weaker Pokemon. I'm also going to get another Street Pass, which is going to give us 3 residual hearts, which definitely isn't bad. Alright, that's how I accumulate these residual hearts, by the way, just so you know. Thanks to Le Street Pass. So the next thing I'm going to find in the Safari is actually going to be the Apom. With Apom, I would yeah, you know what? It really doesn't matter what I used here. Talonflame is probably the best option of the fire and flying types, but obviously it would be better with a fighting type. So Machamp would definitely not be bad for this, but at the same time, I would much rather have the Talonflame up than... Well, I would rather have the Lugia and the Talonflame, just in case I was going to run into something like Cottony. Now, for Cottony, I probably wouldn't need either of them in particular. For Cottony, the best thing would be Reshiram, but, you know, you might not find Cottony next. So, hey. So, for some reason, I always get the best combos, like, after I already beat the opponent. I don't know why. It just happens that way. I can't get great combos that would KO it early on because, well, that would require good luck. I don't know, 40 combo there. Respectable, not awesome, but, well, not great. It's okay. Nothing bad about it. Not quite 123, but hey. We're gonna get a catchability of 24%. I'm not gonna throw a Great Ball at an Apom because it's pretty common. We are gonna catch it in the Pokeball. And we got the S rank there, and we got 200 coins back. It has an attack power of 50, the normal typing, and the ability L Boost. So with that, we have S rank captured Apom. As far as Safaris go, I don't recommend using items, so all of the Safari encounters are obviously itemless. So, time to magically get more hearts back. That is... fast forward half an hour. Alright. So, our next encounter is going to be Swadloon. So, obviously the best move to do would just be going for Lugia to eject some of the Swadloon out. Which makes sense, because we're better off going with the support Pokemon than the non-support. Well, and of course also Gengar, just to get out of the way. Gengar's big thing is doing nothing. Pretty much just getting out of the way so the Talonflame and Lugia can do their thing. Now, if you are working on, like, huge combos, like the 100 combo, or the 123 combo, the 120 combo, whatever in the mission cards you're doing, Safaris are definitely a good place to go do them. Because, well, obviously, you're gonna get the best combos in those 3 Pokemon stages. The ones with non-support are going to be a little tougher to get big combos, but once you get rid of the non-support, if they're disruptions rather than fifth support Pokemon, or fourth support Pokemon in this case, then once you reject them or match them or whatever, you'll be okay with combos. The ones with blocks are obviously a lot more difficult. The ones with barriers you can get around. Spotted Loon unfortunately doesn't have the best catchability in the world. It only gets like +3 or 4 for every leftover move. But I'm gonna somehow catch it with a Pokeball. Only a B rank, but we're gonna 200 coins back. Has an attack power of 60, the bug typing, and the ability power of 4+. It's a nice ability for something with a high attack power, but for 60, it's eh. It's not horrible, but it's not great. So, we're gonna need more hearts back. So, we're gonna get them back. Through the magical passage of time. Now, I probably should have actually switched out Talonflame for Reshiram at this point, but for some reason I didn't. So we're gonna go after the Cottony, which is a Winking. So yes, I do acknowledge I definitely should have switched out my Talonflame for Reshiram. Lugia isn't bad just for the attack power, but you know, sometimes you make good moves, sometimes you don't. In the end, it's okay. It didn't really make that big a difference because the barriers can go away pretty easily just by getting a nice combo. I mean, I guess a Barrier Bash plus could have helped out a little bit, but then again, it could have also messed up a combo that I was making, so I guess it's good and bad. Mostly good, though. Don't underestimate Barrier Bash. Also, if you want more accuracy, you could go with something like Emboar, but it's only going to end up breaking one barrier, plus it has a 10 attack power difference from Reshiram, so ultimately Reshiram is definitely a lot better than Emboar, unless you don't have Reshiram, but you don't really need the Barrier Basher for this. So at 25% in the Pokeball, we are going to catch this thing. So with that, we captured the Winking Cottony. We also got the S rank, not that it really matters too much. And there's an attack power of 40, the Grass typing, and the ability Crowd Control. Crowd Control for an attack power of 40 isn't very good. Crowd Control was not only nerfed, 40 is pretty weak. But with that, we actually captured every possible Pokemon in this Safari. Also, it's time to really check in to get the results from the Mega Alakazam competition. Now, I didn't really do it again because I didn't feel like it. I didn't really do it with I don't think they offer Mega Star. I didn't do it with a Disruption Delay because I figured might as well just use the Yveltal. So I got the Speed Up. I didn't get the Skill Swapper, but I don't really care enough. I have a few Skill Swappers anyway. I'm trying to save up Mega Speed Ups in order to max out T-Tar. But other than that, I'm not too concerned. I'm not really trying to raise max levels because I don't really care enough about them. They're good and all, but if you can get good combos and damage, you don't really need the 25. I guess it is 25, an attack power jump of 25, which is really nice. But, you know, that's fine. So, the first Pokemon here in Graucus Hall is Duskull. Now, it is obviously a repeat from that Spooky Safari. And honestly, it's an easy stage. It's one of those stages that just get big combos. I just didn't have much luck. A +5 moves will pretty much guarantee the S rank. And I legitimately mean guarantee, but this thing will drop skill boosters. Well, personal skill boosters. Yeah, I just didn't have luck with this. It is pretty much pure RNG. So, take it for what it is. If you want to boost up your Duskull for whatever reason, I don't know. I don't really ever use Duskull. I know a lot of people use Duskull against Meowth when Meowth's grinding, because this way you can do, like, almost no damage to it and be able to use your moves. I just don't do it. I just usually use whatever Pokemon I'm training, and it has worked out for me in the past, and I usually use a Power 4 Pluster to finish it off, but whatever. So I missed the S rank on this, I'll just try to get to it next time, I guess. But yeah, if I would have known they were going to repeat Duskull and Dusclops, I wouldn't have wasted all of my, I wouldn't have wasted a jewel on Dusclops in that safari so long ago. But live and learn. So next time we're going to go continue here in Grampus Hall, as we have fun with these Pokemon, some of which will be well, some of them will be new, some won't. So thank you for watching. As always, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye!